Stand clear of the closing doors, please. Of the closing doors, please.
It's alive!
Transfer is available.
The next and last stop is...
You're tuning into the SubwayCreatures. You're tuning into the SubwayCreatures.
Oh, okay. Is this like a pre-check? Is this what we're supposed to do? Are we good? You guys we just went in raw, no condom?
We went in real raw on that.
Oh my god.
No mic checks, no framing. We are going right into the episode.
What the
I
fuck?
checked you guys before we started. I'm sorry.
No, Alex. Literally, the only thing you did was sing this NSYNC song, Backstreet Boys song about sucking your own dick. That's all I saw you do in pre-production. And you came out and you were like, "Listen to this part." What was the sucked it all part? Go ahead.
Give me a second, goddammit.
What was it?
It was everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay. I like
I was
that.
giving you backup. Go ahead. Go again.
Suck your penis.
Yeah.
Everybody. Suck your penis right.
What an intro.
Suck yourself tonight.
And that is why we didn't get a mic check, everyone.
Oh my God, I sucked it all.
She's going to keep going.
Nana when I sucked my balls. Come on.
All right, yeah, this is good.
Wow.
I'll be the PD for this week and do something semi-ethnic by rapping.
Semi-ethnic. We have a live audience. I love having live audience.
Woo!
It's always better. Rick McGuire joined alongside Kim Congdon. We have two special guests this episode. Directly next to Kim Congdon, Alex Greenberg, creator of the Instagram account Shanghai Observed. Thank you very much for coming in, sir.
Yeah, thank you. It's great to be here.
And directly to my left, actor, comedian, and co-host of No Disrespect podcast and Neurotica,
Yeah.
Justin Silver.
What's up, y'all? So happy to be
And we
here.
can say actor now, right?
Didn't you just?
You
can we say
you
the
could have
movie?
said actor for 20 years.
Nah.
No, but I mean, I mean real actor now.
You could, yeah.
High Fidelity
Yeah.
with Zoe Kravitz.
Yeah, man.
Dude,
Fun one.
That's a big deal, no?
I hope so.
Did you
We'll
start?
see.
Did you start taping yet, or
I just finished principal photography like a few weeks ago, which was fun. I just play. She goes through all her exes, so I play one of her boyfriends.
That's great.
So I don't know.
Is this?
You don't know. You're just
No, I don't know.
I don't know.
No, I was gonna say I don't know.
Boyfriend. I don't know.
That's what I was gonna say.
No big deal.
I was gonna say I don't know. Like I think the script was awesome and the experience on the set was awesome. I hope it does fucking great.
Can you tell us if you got to kiss her?
Zoe Kravitz.
We did
is
a bunch.
You got to kiss her?
Yeah, a lot.
No.
Yeah,
man.
a lot.
No.
She's a sweetheart.
She has such nice lips.
Yeah.
Could you taste her stepdad on her? I love Aquaman.
I'm not gonna piss away something that could happen from that for this. So. Sorry. I mean, I love your Instagram account. It's great, but
You grew up in New York, no?
Yeah.
What part?
Forest Hills, Queens, and also Manhattan. So I went back. Like my dad was in Manhattan, and my mom was in Forest Hills, Queens. So I'm like, wait, are we? Do I have to theme everything Subway? I've been taking the train since I was 7.
No, you definitely don't. But I was gonna bring it up because are you shooting the show in New York as well, or
The
did you have to
show
travel for
was
that?
no. The show's all in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, it was all. Sorry, Kim.
It's okay. Fuck this show.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim's out.
The whole thing shoots in Brooklyn, so it's very Brooklyn-esque. They go all around the city, and it's cool, man.
No, that's perfect.
It was very cool.
Perfect for you because you have that New York vibe.
Well,
not
I'm
only,
from here.
Not only the accent, yeah. So
Oh.
you fit that role, I'm sure, perfectly.
Yeah.
I'm sure you killed it.
Well, I play a British guy, so that's not.
You
they
don't
didn't
play.
hire-
There's
No,
no
they didn't.
fucking way you play a fucking British guy.
They didn't hire me to play a British guy, but hang on, I'm flipping this. Yeah, I don't know. They didn't necessarily needed me to play. I kind of just play myself. I don't know that they necessarily were like, oh, we need this New York. Like, I don't think they were intentionally casting it like that. They were just sort of casting someone that was, it's whoever brought whatever they were bringing to this role. It was more of like they needed someone to play more of like a wreck, which I am that.
You fit
also.
that as well.
Yeah, I'm a wreck. So they needed someone to play that. So it was like and it was the character is a comedian named Justin, so it was pretty cool. I don't know how much.
But you're not playing yourself though, right? You're not playing Justin Silver.
I'm not. But I'm not. You get high. Listen,
You're like Cosby.
Yes, good way. Yeah.
That was with a mouthful of Oreo, by the way.
Yeah.
Is that where you left to?
No, I just got one on my way back.
Oh,
I had
okay.
someone else coming, and I forgot to give them the address.
Oh, kind of
So
a
I
big
had to-
deal.
Yeah, I had to run over because they'd be like waiting outside.
This
Yeah.
podcast is full of people.
Yeah, well, let them know.
popular.
Let them know we got a seat for them when they get in here.
Yeah.
I am.
Super good.
Yeah, but you did come in not to stay on theme because I didn't necessarily want to do that. But you
Go
did
ahead.
come in hot, saying I have a Subway story I need to share.
Oh my God,
yeah.
dude.
You came in really hot. You like fucking threw yourself at the
Tim,
table.
do me a favor. Back it off a little bit, all right? I know you're a little pent up right now. Dude, I'm on the train, and it's like it was after like I was leaving Fat Black Pussycat,
Of
by
course,
the
yeah.
for people who don't know, like right around the corner from the Comedy Cell, and it was just like late and hot, and there was like it was 1 a.m. So there's like you're just waiting forever for this fucking thing, and at that hour, like I hate everybody on the subway platform
Always.
doing anything other than being like, ugh, you know what I mean? Anyone who's like the people playing
Happy.
anybody doing things
What time
festive.
again?
1 a.m.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like Wednesday.
It's
Anybody
quiet time.
doing something festive, like so the guy playing the drums or anything like that, I'm like, I hope like just go closer to the tracks for me. So relax. So we get on the train and there's like it's me and this like attractive woman and then someone all the way down on the end. And this fucking dude gets on like this like crazy fucking homeless guy with a like a glass bottle of soda, right? And I'm like, and he's just
glass bottle.
like a glass bottle of soda.
Like one of those
Like the
old
tall
old
old
school
ones.
Coca-Cola bottles, or
No, like make it like a I don't know. I don't remember what brand it was, but I know it was just glass.
A glass bottle.
Yeah, a
Okay.
glass bottle. Could have been like a Snapple maybe or something
Gotcha.
like that, which they do plastic, whatever it was. So he gets on the fucking train and he just starts screaming like fuck this, and the guy like I'm sitting like right by the doors and the guy's like standing, you lean against the doors, nobody even was standing because it's always empty, and he starts screaming in the guy's face and the guy's just like getting like kind of scared and like the guy is, instead of just like moving to the next car. And then he looks at me and he takes the glass bottle and he fucking smashes it on the ground. And I get like, and at that point, you're just like, it's not even like scary as much as you're like, dude, like not now.
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
how
Like,
close
not-
was he to you? Like you got glass on you and soda
everywhere,
on you, or
everywhere,
Okay.
everywhere. Like the glass, like it didn't get out. I'm just like, you got like really. You know what I mean? And the girl, and then he gets into again, and then he starts like getting like really like inappropriate with the girls, like I'll fuck you, and he's like standing in the middle, but like not close enough to her that like as far like in the middle
that's
and
my
maybe
nightmare.
15 feet.
Yeah.
From her. It's like I'll fuck you, and and I was just like, but it's more the annoyance of that hour when
Right.
you're just like when you're too.
Did you save her or no?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
I
Now,
was
what's
like-
going through your mind?
Not so much like normally I'd be like nervous in a situation like this, right? But we're in the first car, so the conduct, like you could just like knock on the door and they're like, or you could like pull the thing. But more my thing was just like, it's too late for this right now. And I go, dude, fucking knock it off. Knock it off. And he's like, and then he just starts muttering and sits down. I was like,
No.
that's my go-to thing
That
now.
you were like you're like a father reprimanding his son.
Don't do it too many times.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
One time it's not going to work.
He was smaller than me.
Okay.
So in my mind, I'm like, well, the glass bottle's on the ground now, and he's fucking drunk. And like a drunk dude is like, you're always gonna be able to knock out a drunk dude because they're too
Yeah.
fucked
Yeah.
up. They're not. You're wobbling at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm like, at the very worst, like you'd have to like you wouldn't even need to punch him in the face. You could like push.
You could
him.
probably. I was just gonna say shove him.
You could like shove him. You know what I'm saying? So it was like that kind of thing. But it was just like I got nervous for I don't like anyone like harassing women drives me nuts.
No, that's
But I was just like,
uncomfortable,
knock it off. And it was like I was like, all right, that worked. He was a lot of times the crazy people. They just need like a little voice of reason to like snap him out of it. It totally didn't do that, but
Yeah.
he sat
Right.
down. I was like, all right.
No, but
So-
it's a good point because there are the people who.
Oh, I didn't know I was making a good point.
No,
I thought
they
it was
they your point about they just need to hear that because
Oh, yeah.
so many people are like, no one's gonna say shit to me. No one's gonna say, and then that one person says something, and they're like, okay, someone actually they called my bluff.
They're just in they're in their own little fucking world at that point. But it was like the point of like when a New Yorker is just like you've had enough of like this New York shit.
That
You just,
was-
it's that like you just get like enough already. Like I've said
Yeah.
like someone taking a shit on the side. We're like, dude, not here, and they're like,
Yeah.
oh okay, I'm sorry. Do you know what I mean?
You did have that. That was such a New Yorker reaction. Enough. Knock it off.
I was like, dude, knock it off.
Yeah.
Not now.
Oh my God.
So
It's
there-
Wednesday.
It's Wednesday.
Save
It's
that for
1
a
a.m.
Friday
It's
at 1
so
a.m.
fucking humid.
Well, I think that's the one common thing that everyone drives everyone nuts at this time. Especially, it's been 90 degrees in New York City for the past week,
I love it.
and that makes the subway about 100 degrees.
I love it.
Reminds you of home.
Oh, you like
I
that?
love it. It couldn't.
You're
get-
right, because it is that.
It could
It's
get
like
hotter.
sticky and humid
I
in
don't
the
mind.
subway.
You're looking at me like I'm a demon.
Where's home?
Florida.
Oh, I was
And
thinking
LA.
Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Puerto
Hell.
I like when the weather matches a credit score. It's just hot.
Oh man.
Yeah, dude. The hotter, the better.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you not
That's
AC in the
tough down
house?
I have AC in the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just don't use it.
I ordered chili for dinner.
Oh man, there's something.
That's
wrong
just
with you.
true. I don't know
There's
what to
something
tell
wrong
you.
with you.
Wow.
It's just too hot for any of that
Wow.
shit right now.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
All right, Alex Greenberg, welcome to the show. I know I already welcomed you, but I want to jump over to you real quick because you run the account Shanghai Observed. For those people who have not checked that account out on Instagram, I definitely recommend it. You're basically doing something very similar that I'm doing with SubwayCreatures in What Is New York.
Definitely.
Only you're doing it in China.
Yeah, it's just like a completely different atmosphere compared to New York, but you can kind of get the same vibe about what's going on. Like, I see stuff. Actually, I wanted to tell a story. You're one of the first accounts to shout me out, which kind of gave me, way back. I think it was some auntie holding like a kid over a trash can taking a piss in the subway.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then you reposted that, and that was like, okay, that's when my account it started out as just like a daily photo project, and then it evolved into more of a humorous account, like very similar to what you're doing.
Yeah, and they're
Damn,
also
Rick, you better send an invoice.
listen. All it takes sometimes are those shout outs, and it kind of gets the ball rolling with that kind of stuff. But I mean, I've used a bunch of your content since then, and I know because you sent me a bunch to use for this episode, and I was going through it, and I'm like, oh my God, I remember this. Kim, you're going to remember some of this stuff as well.
What?
And we're going to get to it. But some of the Shanghai subway system, really makes New York, I don't want to say look normal, but there's a lot of weird people and shit going on there that I can honestly say we have not seen yet in New York.
They have Asians here too. Stop it.
Listen,
It's a
they
different
don't
world
they
over there, man.
they don't
Get ready
compare.
for some content because
They don't
just
compare.
different.
So there, I guess we can jump right into just a couple of these videos because we're on the topic of it. Kim, tell me if you remember this, guys. We have some of those randomly weird stuff. Where do you remember the one of the guy who picked a girl's nose?
Yes.
Using
Yeah.
it his hand?
Yeah.
That's
Her
love.
hand, let's if you guys can find that one. There's that one. There's also there's one where a guy's randomly putting a Band-Aid on a girl's face on her foot, and you know.
Dude, I'm thinking of so many things I've seen on the subway that I'm too nervous to ever take the camera out, and I
Yes,
always want
that's
to
a
be
thing,
on your fucking account, and I'm like, I don't ever want to film this shit. I'm gonna wait, but I've got like all these things that are popping up because ever since I saw your account,
this one-
So Justin, check this one out. This guy's picking his nose with his girl's, using his girl's hand.
And then he picks it out of her nail.
Oh my, yep.
Look at that. And she's
see, that's a
just-
delicacy in that country.
That's what I was thinking.
They put that on a skewer.
Do you remember we were talking like if it was like a fetish, like some kind of fetish going on with there? Because obviously he had his own hands. He's just using hers. There's a lot of weird stuff like that going on in Shanghai. Is it that culturally different where there's like people just do this stuff in the open? Because I've never seen that in the New York City subway.
That one in particular, I would say no. That is no cultural like background or anything that's going on with that. But there are some other ones that, for example, like if you were to pull up the one of the i.e. holding the kid over the trash can taking a piss, that's something that's like culturally over there. They just
I don't think
Shanghai's
we
20
had-
years old.
Yeah, I
if
don't-
you think about it like that. Shanghai as a city is 20 years old, modernized, in terms of like bringing new people in and just like a booming culture or whatever.
Wow.
So a lot of the people over there are coming from, like central China where they were farmers, and it's just like this city vibe is just completely new. So it's not a big deal to take a shit in the subway, like.
Well, that's one thing we have in common in New
I
York.
can't get over that
Isn't it
Shanghai's 20
really-
years old.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
Isn't it very clean there?
It's extremely clean.
It's
So-
new.
But that's like
Extremely
taking a
clean.
shit on this table. Like
yeah,
they just like
it's just like a backwards concept that it's hard to understand. unless you've lived there or visited. Like I've been there for 5 years.
Just a dump on the street.
Wait, a
This
poop
is-
on the
thi-
street is normal, you're saying?
Not anymore because they've grown up, I guess you could say. But my friend who was there like
they
15
were
years ago,
They've graduated from the shit in the street.
Shanghai is literally too old for Justin Silver.
No, I don't date young chicks like that. I don't do that. You're thinking
obviously it's older. It's a very old city, but I'm talking about how it's modernized. Like there's a photo from 1990, so I guess that's more like 30 years. So the skyline is flat. It's just a farm field in Pudong across the river. And today it's like has some of the highest skyscrapers in the world. So just the evolution of the city has been fascinating.
Well, let me ask you this, because you're actually a New Yorker.
Yeah, sure.
How did you end up in Shanghai?
Yeah. So I graduated from college in 2015, Champlain College up in Burlington, Vermont, and we had this program where we sent interns over there, like the school, to do, a business summer, like an internship over the summer. And my friend had done that for skateboarding. He taught skateboarding, and when he was done with that, he let me know they're hiring. So when I was graduating, I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I knew China had amazing skate spots. Yeah, that's the photo.
So we have a photo here of the landscape of what you were just mentioning.
So
the
that's
skyline.
1990.
Dude, that's
There's
wild.
Nothing there in 2010. Yeah, so only 20.
And
years
now they
later.
actually have one of the tallest buildings in the world.
I
Number
couldn't
two,
even make
next
that
to
out of
Abu Dhabi.
Legos in that much time.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah,
unreal.
It's insane.
Yeah. So I graduated college. I got a job. So I taught skateboarding out there for a year.
You taught skateboarding.
Yes. So I got flown out there, and it was like getting paid almost nothing, but like they pay for your plane ticket, they set you up with housing. It was like basically I considered it my gap year after college, like kind of fuck off. And
Right,
just chill.
right.
But I was only going to be there for a year. I ended up loving it. I met so many good people, and the opportunity out there was just like amazing. I've worked with so many brands over the years and just had so much opportunity that I don't think you're going to get in many other cities.
Skateboard brands or just
Yeah, skateboard brands, but like to jump forward, I end up working in video production and doing like TV commercials and documentary work. Like that's my day job. Shanghai Observer is just like hobby, for fun. But getting back to more at the beginning, I teach skateboarding for a year. I love it, and I end up teaching English. There's a lot of opportunity over there to teach English if you want to just like kind of, make some money and stay over there. So I was able to do that and work only on the weekends, and then Monday through Friday I'm able to like hustle and do like my video production work.
Yeah. So have you been the one who's documenting this stuff, or people submit them to you?
Nah, it's very similar to you. You're getting a ton of submissions all the time.
Okay. I was wondering because if you actually did see all this stuff, which a lot of people actually think that I travel the subway 24/7 and I just document everything myself.
Yeah.
But I was wondering if that was the case with you or not. Not necessarily 24/7 in the subway, but it does seem like a lot of this stuff is documented by you. You sent me a lot of stuff that you said was your content.
Exactly. A lot of it is. So the way the account started was I just wanted to do a daily photo project. And there's this dude, Ed Templeton, out in California, and he has something called Daily H Huntington Beach Pier. And he's like just a street photographer who kind of gets in people's faces. And I like that. I got this new phone. I'm like, this takes amazing photos. Like, let's do this. And it was just a daily photo project. And then eventually people started to like the stuff that was funny and outrageous and like, what the fuck is going on in that photo? And then it turned into that. And then that's what I do now. So I still go out and take photos. Like I love doing that. I like film photography. I like making little fun edits.
Sounds
But
like
yeah.
a Tinder date.
Well,
I like
kind of
photography. I like doing video edits. I'm like, okay.
I was a professional skateboarder. Just wanted to throw that in there.
Kim,
I teach
Kim,
skateboarding.
Kim is dripping over here.
Yeah.
That's actually
this is her
because
shit.
I left this in the dryer not long enough, and I actually came here physically damp. So you're right. That's not a joke. Nothing sexual. I'm just wet from not drying my clothes.
Can I segue off something? I had a TV show in Hong Kong.
Oh, no way.
And I noticed there some of the just to go off on some of the cultural differences, some of the weird things that you're like, wait, this is socially acceptable, or just you're like, how is this? Like, you'll be talking to a woman and she'll just be and just like the spitting,
Yeah, the spitting
and
is
like
unreal.
the smoking
out there.
while you're
Wait,
eating.
they spit?
Oh,
No, like I'm chilling
legit.
in my apartment and the window's open, and every 5 seconds you'll just hear some like old dude, like the loudest thing you could ever imagine. It's just like totally okay. No one bats an eye. It's just like
While in a restaurant.
oh, in a restaurant, like the
Don't give
smoking
a
has
fuck.
changed. The smoking has changed. They banned that now.
Well,
but-
smoking. People would be like, they're like, there's a cigarette lit while people are eating.
Oh, yeah.
There's like a
It's
big thing
incense,
over
that's
there.
wild.
And then like how the interesting thing about, and I don't want to get too off topic.
No,
I'm
no,
not trying
no.
to host your show. The interesting was because I went over there to do a dog training show, right? Because I had one here, and then a spinoff. They loved it over there, and in Hong Kong they were like, they're so anti like what goes on in China with like the dog eating and stuff. They try to separate as much as possible.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing was, like if you're on TV there, they think like you're like a court jester. And they'll just like fucking grab you. Like the general population will be like, because you're on TV, you have to take this picture with me. And
you're saying getting noticed in the streets and stuff like that.
Oh, we were shooting they have 2 channels there. So
Okay.
TVB is their one channel. So like if you're on that channel, you're like a mega celebrity. So they'll like if you're walking down the street, people will just like grab you and like hold you there and then make you take a picture. There's not like a polite like, can you take a picture? Like no. You have to, like, you work for us because you're our entertainment.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I'm like, what the? And then they're like, take this picture. Like,
and did you stand out because you're white, all tatted up? You look like a New Yorker. Like, did you stand out more? So,
I mean, I definitely stood out. Yeah, but not like as an anomaly.
I mean, because I'm saying that I've seen the videos where like
Hong Kong is like so. Hong Kong makes New York City look like a fucking small town. You talk about a skyline, like it trumps this shit. It is unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, I stood out because wherever I was going, there's like cameras everywhere. It was more that type of thing. But it was like, but the weird cultural differences of things. You're like the spitting was one. I was just like, we're at a restaurant. Like you're like like one of the co-host. She was Miss Hong Kong like the year before, and I'm like. You just spit on the floor like while in mid-conversation.
Yeah, no big deal.
All right.
No big deal.
Now I really want to fuck you.
That was her talent. I was a little late, but
the one thing that you said how the photographer gets in people's faces and it's just like you do that in New York. It's kind of like what you were saying, how a lot of us don't have the balls to really like film or document a lot of this stuff because you don't know when someone's going to turn on you and flip out or call you out. So I don't think that would fly here that much.
Exactly. No, I could talk about that because like I feel so comfortable to just take photos of people in China. It's just something like,
and they're passive. They just don't.
They're passive. They either like don't even make eye contact or they're happy that you're taking a photo of them. They like it. One of the first after I got into photography more and I come back here to visit and I'm like nervous around New York to take photos of people.
I mean, we're nervous.
Yeah, because like you
doing
just
what
like
we do.
Your experience with that dude who flipped out. Like you never know what someone's gonna do. In Shanghai, like it's the safest city I've ever been in. I wouldn't have expected that going into it. It's extremely safe. There's almost no crime.
Yeah, they cane you for farting. Like
Singapore. That's more like Singapore. No, it's super mellow over there. Like
Shanghai, Singapore.
What's the difference? No, it's chill. It's chill over
there.
there.
And your situation could have gone one of two ways, and luckily it went the way it did.
That's it. I don't get nervous to film people. For me, it's more like this is like when you see people like going like this with someone else. I'm like I don't want to be like that's just such a. To me, it's more like you're a dick if you're doing that because everyone else is watching you film someone. It's like you're basically like publicly like humiliating someone else. Yeah. So to me, it's more like that type of thing.
Right.
But in that situation I was explaining before, I was like, this has already gone as bad as it can go. Like so in my mind, I was just like, this is already out of 10.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just like what way to pacify it.
Right. One other thing I wanted to talk about, specifically with the Shanghai subway, is the crowdedness. Now, we've showed videos on this show before of basically the train stuffers.
Sure.
They're people whose job it is to literally stuff the train until there's zero, capacity. They're at zero capacity, so it's
what a
like
fun sexual harassment blurred line. Like, lady.
It's wild.
Pushing her in, like shove them in.
Actually, that's a really good way to get rid of sexual harassers.
How?
Let them get off with that all day. They'll be tired after their 9 to 5. They won't want to touch anyone.
Let them rape. I see your theme.
That's a lawsuit waiting
Just
to
open the
happen.
floodgates.
Wow.
Put a wet dress on her and she really fucking takes whatever it is.
I'm different now.
Is that how it is there? Are the subways that crowded? Because you sent me a couple videos that we're going to show in a second that I feel like could be rush hour in New York City, but also these videos are a little more over the top because people are kind of stampeding.
Yep.
Let's just show the first one actually. If you have the first one, this is wild.
Shut
this
the
is China,
fuck up.
This one is crazy.
Ew, that's making me itch.
Yeah, there's just a mentality in China, like no lines. Like I'll have old ladies shove me all the time trying to get into the metro, and it's like they don't even take a second to even make eye contact with you, like semi-apologize. This one is crazy.
I would be
I've never
fucking
really seen
powering
much like
through
that.
this.
Is this? Can I ask you a question? Is this an exaggeration? Is this like after like whatever like our Super Bowl would be,
this
or like
one
Gay
could
Pride?
this one
weekend?
could be a little bit of an exaggeration, like like a special circumstance.
Like there was like a fire or something, and everyone's
Yeah,
like
what's that-
seriously,
what's
like
that-
there was like a disaster or something, and everyone's like,
What's that
Yeah.
Asian
Why is
boy
this lady
band?
getting yanked?
Well, I don't know why they're not just opening whatever this gate is.
I
on
don't
the
know.
side. Like-
Sometimes you
But
cannot.
the one woman
understand
has
context.
it looks like an oxygen tank that she's wheeling. But this is the type of thing that would freak me out because if you fall, you're not getting up.
Stampede waiting.
You're not
that has
getting
happened.
up.
That has happened in China for sure. Like there was.
What do you do with kids?
You better hope they hold on.
This reminds me of those like the Black Friday,
Yeah,
like the
right?
Black
Of
Friday,
Walmart's.
like Walmart.
Yeah, absolutely it does. But I did notice something in the New York subway when those doors open, more specifically down kind of where we are now in the Chinatown area.
Yeah.
The Asians don't wait for anyone to get off the train. Did you guys notice that? I don't know if you've noticed that. The Asians sprint for the open seats on the train.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
a
didn't
fact.
know if that's a thing
No,
because of where
that's,
they're coming from or if that's just them being assholes.
Damn, I gotta stop yelling at the Asians. They don't know.
Yeah, it's a culture thing. How are you going to get angry at their culture like that?
Well, because you got to learn about the culture when you go to
I'm
a different
kidding, I'm
place,
kidding.
right?
Well,
I'm like a big believer in that. I'm like, if you go somewhere, you got to learn what they do.
exactly.
As a white Jew, I'm like, no. I'm like, if I'm in your country, you're visiting me.
Of course, I'm your guest.
You know what I mean? No, I'm like, you're my guest. Like, figure out my culture and then move everything around me.
That's the American way.
Yeah.
That's the American way. So what I was just referring to, there's a video that we have. This one's actually pretty funny of a guy trying to get off the train, and watch what happens to him here. You see the guy trying to get
yeah.
off? He's getting right back on that train.
No.
Why is everyone like? He's a one guy everyone's wearing black,
And
with the
he's
other-
wearing red. It's a very strange video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the train pulls up. This guy goes to get off the train and gets stampeded right back onto the train.
Why is everyone wearing the same outfit?
Yeah, it's almost like
I'm not
It's like a
I mean,
uniform.
no, I think maybe most people just wear black because there's some people wearing other colors.
Yeah.
Maybe black's just popular.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he did not make it out.
No, he was going wherever that train was ending up.
They look like Lego people.
Yeah, it's fucking trippy looking.
Like, I'm sorry to be the most racist person in the room, but I'm just voicing what we're all thinking here. I'm sorry.
Oh, Justin, I highly doubt that. Now there's a couple more weird things. We have the video. I remember the one that we showed on this show of the guy laying down on the floor in the subway, and he's got his hand in his pants, and then it's just sniffing him. Again, is this an attention-seeking thing or?
No, I think there's
Let's
just
check
like,
this out.
I literally have
He
a bit
could just
about
be
this.
wasted. He could, just be hungover, drunk. But
He's watching a phone. Like, he's
yeah, that's
dressed
what
nice.
I thought was funny. He's just he's posted up.
Yeah, he's not
He-
homeless.
No,
he-
yeah.
yeah, that's fucking so gross.
He's
to me.
kind of just cozy. Like, I do that at home.
No, I get it, but
Do I got to change the underwear? Like, is this a situation?
I just like sometimes you're just like, what type of cheese?
oh my god, I'm out.
Oh no.
Oh, there's another big part of this. It's cold, and I really want you to shed some light on this. Now, there's a thing that happens over in China. I think it's mainly China, but it's people wearing shirts that have random English phrases on them, random English text on them.
N-word, please.
We have a bunch of examples, guys.
we
Just
can- we can roll through
start
them.
pulling these things up, and let's just kind of roll through them. But we could read them. This is clearly a thing over there.
Yeah.
But what's the answer behind this?
A, B, C, D, E, fuck you.
It's so much better read out loud.
I mean, if you're just listening to this, I got to give the visual. It's a woman who's probably the age of my grandma. You don't know. Wearing a trucker hat that says A, B, C, D, E, fuck you.
It's also up so high. It's like she put it on the top of her head and didn't push down.
Oh, that's the problem you're having with it.
That's Kim. That's the problem Kim has with that.
That's driving me insane.
Kim, I could see you wearing that fucking hat.
I'll wear it right now.
It's not wet.
All my clothes have to be wet. Sorry. She is wearing the same outfit as me, though. I'm not going to lie. Right now, we're wearing matching outfits.
No, I took this one actually.
You took this picture?
Yeah, I took this one and I sell it on my shop actually. Yeah.
This is a Justin hat.
I would never. I mean, I'll voice it if you want.
It's a pleather hat. My mom says I'm special, so fuck you.
Actually, that is a
I
thought
like
I
his
have
jacket,
daily. So
though. Let's talk about the jacket for a minute. The jacket is
Well, it's a
fire.
black jacket. It's another black jacket.
Is it front
maybe
reflective?
must
Is
be a
that
thing
what's
over
going
there.
on? Is it
no, it's got like
stripes?
fur. It's got like pleather sort
I
of
will
pattern
fuck
in
that
between.
guy.
So maybe it's working for him.
Yeah.
Maybe this is a thing that works for him.
Yeah, I'm in. I like that jacket.
But so what is it? So people, is this, when they say like when a team comes in second place and they send the shirts out to the is that the type of situation we're seeing here? Is it just like people donating random shirts and people going to thrift stores and buying these? Why are these the most random guys? Let's pull up another one. We got a whole bunch of them.
I have theories about it.
Here's one. It's just.
Well, she knows
wow.
what that is.
Yeah, that's what I sent you that when I realized she's got. I mean, it's just two people fucking.
She's
how could
fucked
she
before.
not? Yeah.
What did they fuck different there?
Yeah.
And the picture's on her ass too. The picture's on her ass.
It's a stick figure. It's not a stick figure drawing. It's a very rudimental drawing. It says, "Oh yeah, fuck," and it's a guy fucking a girl, doggy style, with what I guess that's
Cum?
sweat coming splashing off of her.
There's like cum splashing.
I think it's just show like action, Like,
Oh,
give them a
movement.
visual, like.
Got it.
Yeah.
They couldn't have made it any more cummy looking.
It's pumps. It's pumps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So 3 pumps. He
Three.
gave her.
There's
It's
three
a whole
pumps.
story, you guys.
The placement's odd too, because it's like on her right ass cheek, which I don't know. I guess that's
She's
weird.
asking for it.
Yeah, I guess so.
I really fucked a dog.
Yeah, here's a shirt that says "I really fucked a dog."
This one, I have the story behind it.
There's a story behind this.
Yeah. So I like when I posted it, some people like. A lot of these things are maybe translated from Chinese. So I really fucked a dog, like in Chinese means like you have bad fortune or feeling like literally translated means 我真是惹了祸了, means like I don't know what that means literally, but it's slang like you have bad fortune. So I think a lot of these things are being translated and it's just like the most bizarre thing. Like if you go on Google Translate,
yeah.
if you go on Google Translate and you translate something from pure Chinese into English, it's just going to be a mishmash of words sometimes.
That's it. We used to make fun. My best friend's dad my best friend Drew, when I was a kid growing up, he's like, Drew fucked the dog again. I mean, whenever he screwed something
Stop.
up.
Yeah.
No, but whenever
This
he
is the
fucked
thing.
up, he'd be like, Drew screwing the pooch again. Like whenever he was like
Oh,
fucking
wow.
something.
there
You
you
see
go.
like
That's
the
the English
sarcasm
version.
of it.
You screwed the pooch.
Yeah, so it's like I get what you're saying. Like
Can
it's
we
a
see that
phrase
shirt
that's
again?
just sort of like.
It reminds me a lot of like the people who get the Asian tattoos, the Asian writing, and they have
Yeah,
no
yeah.
idea what it actually says.
Right.
Definitely.
I mean, I guess that's just reverse. But
Yeah,
you can
think about
totally
it. It's the same
understand,
thing.
like,
it's literally the same thing.
yeah, you could totally understand, us going there and all of a sudden, this guy's got a shirt saying, "I really fucked a dog." So this was one that I actually reposted from you. You should have seen the comments.
Really?
Like people legit pissed thinking
'Cause of
that this
dog.
person fucked a dog.
What the fuck? How could they think
I
that?
love that.
Welcome to the comments section on
Yo.
Subway Creatures. It is the wild fucking
Dude,
west.
it's so that's another interesting thing. As I said, like I told you I had that dog show.
Yeah.
You have to like, dude, the shit with animals.
Oh
the
my
shit-
God,
people fucking flip out.
get
Like that's what
sensitive.
we draw the line here, and it's like in a lot of Asian countries, like their relationship to animals is different than ours, completely different.
different.
And in the whole thing with Hong Kong is like they want to separate. They try to separate as much as possible.
Oh.
But they're like because-
dog, we never heard of it.
But like their relationship to like here, it's just like nah. The one thing you fuck with kids or dogs. That's
Yeah,
the
man.
thing,
I've gotten
man.
roasted in the comments before.
Oh, it happens. I mean, it's going to happen no matter what. Get used to it. It's just a matter of how you take it. I don't recommend responding because that just opens
stopped
up.
reading. I
That
stopped
opens up
reading. It's not even
Pandora's
worth it.
box. But I had a similar situation where there was a video of, and maybe you guys remember this, a dog that latched onto a girl's foot on the train.
Oh.
And the only reason it was like controversial was because the dog was sitting on the seat. First of all, you're not allowed to have dogs
Right.
on the train. The dog was sitting in the seat. The girl asked the owner, "Move the dog, I want to sit down." And the girl goes, "No, the dog's staying." And the girl went to push the dog, and the dog latched onto her foot and would not let go.
Like bit.
It bit onto her. I think it got her shoe.
Whenever I see those videos, I feel like I'm gonna get some DMs for this, but I feel like people don't hurt the dog enough.
Oh,
You ever see a dog biting someone's leg? I'm
You're
like,
gonna
I
get
would
so many
fucking-
Asian guys hitting on you.
I would.
You'd be like, hey, you speaking
If
my
a dog
language.
was biting my leg and no one could get it off, I would bash its skull until it died.
It's an animal. I mean, you don't have to kill it, but okay.
I would kill it.
Okay.
you'd kill it.
I'd kill it.
Oh, you're definitely gonna get some mail. But
No, you just let the dog bite your leg off for 30 minutes. No one can get the dog off. You're just gonna fucking
30
no,
minutes?
dude. Yeah.
feel like you went.
Gotta kill it.
I feel like you went a little histrionic with your fucking fantasy here, Kim.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd kill it.
Justin, to go off your point, though, that video sparked so much controversy, as you can imagine, because people took the side of the girl, people took the side of the dog, and the people who took the side of the dog, holy shit, man. That's like having a conversation about religion or politics. There was no changing their mind, no matter what.
No.
And it really is. There's something about animals and children that you don't cross that line with certain people.
Animals more even so than children.
Animals more than
It really is animals over children.
People are like affected.
People throw
They're
cheese on their kids. Like
Those videos are
nobody
so
gives a fuck about a kid.
Oh my God.
Nobody's
yes.
ever thrown cheese at their fucking poodle.
You're right. Why was that not part of that
That would
compilation
be
when
a
we did it?
hilarious one. Cheese at your dog's
We
face?
showed a compilation of when people were doing that cheese challenge and they were throwing pieces of cheese on their kids, some of them babies, on their faces.
Newborn.
You didn't see any dogs in there.
What dog would give a shit? They'd be like,
Well,
this
they
is
just
Cheese
awesome.
will be eaten in a second. It's not even. It's just going to be a compilation of dogs eating cheese.
Yeah.
Well, they catch it.
I'm not gonna lie. That was the kids' reactions in that video were hilarious. I know some people were again sensitive and uptight about it.
We should do the elderly.
You remember
next.
Remember when we watched this compilation?
That's cute.
It's cute. I mean, I thought it was hilarious. Their reactions.
Dude, if it's not, I want to see hot fucking nacho cheese.
see that's a whole.
That's
different-
cute.
Some of them were a little like you could tell the parents
They
really
should
got
do really,
into it.
really old people next.
Old people.
Look at this little
That kid
baby.
looks like it's made out of cheese.
Oh, that kid's really cute.
So I remember, people somehow people were
Cheese faces.
offended by that.
I was
And-
offended by the gross cheese in all these people's houses.
Oh, the fake.
Yeah,
the
stop
fake
feeding your kid
American
that cheese.
cheese.
It's
That's
like
more
government
abusive
cheese?
than
Yeah,
throwing it
yeah.
at their face.
Right. Like if
Just
I
putting
did, it
them-
would be like brie.
Yeah,
Be like,
a
watch
soft
this.
double cream
I'd have to
brie.
show off a little bit. I have to be like, this ain't no Trader
A
Joe's
side of
fucking
apple?
wedge. I got the shit at, Dean and DeLuca.
Dean and DeLuca.
So obviously there's a ton of content. Most of it, because of time, we're not gonna be able to get to.
Sure.
But there's just so much going on over there. Main differences that you'd say between the New York and Shanghai, being able to experience both.
Sure. I think just to start off with the metro, like the subways are phenomenally clean over there, and also like
Yeah, what's that like? 'Cause we
so
definitely
nice.
don't know.
It's also not like open 24/7, so they have time to do some proper cleaning. I think that's one of the biggest problems. Like it's amazing to have a 24/7 metro here, but you don't have time for maintenance. And also this subway is like 100+ years old, so it's just completely different. So like also the doors, you can't jump into the tracks. All of the metro, it's like a glass
Oh,
door.
really?
That's smart.
Dude, there's no electrical fires. The trains are always on time, 100%. So like
It's like the.
Can you imagine what our Metro card would cost if they wanted to put up?
oh, it's 50
doors?
cents. It's 50 cents a ride for like a cheap one. I paid $2.75 to get here from Penn Station.
So tell me, what are we doing wrong here? Why are your rides 50 cents and your Metro system is so much better and we're paying?
Wait, let me ask this question first, real
Yeah.
quick. What does it cost for a 1-bedroom? What would the equivalent be for a 1-bedroom apartment in like a nice part of town? there?
Yeah. So like 800, you can go as low as like 500 for like an like
Here's
600
your
for,
answer to that question.
for one bedroom. Yeah, a month.
Right.
And out here you're paying like 25 to 3K around here, right? Like what
For
would
a
it be?
one bedroom?
No, more
No,
than
no.
that.
bedrooms
More than that.
A
More-
one
yeah.
bedrooms, yeah,
Jesus.
like 4,000.
Four.
Yeah.
I mean
And-
that would
and
be
it-
on the expensive side, but it's definitely up there.
Yeah.
It's definitely around the 3,000, if not more, mark. Depending on what.
What did you just whisper?
I was
It
saying-
was
no.
so audible.
I said I was thinking about the apartments in my building, like what they cost. I'm like, yeah, that's what they come. with.
yeah,
That's
they're fucking
expensive.
Doing
expensive.
math.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, cost of living
ladies.
is totally different. WeChat. So WeChat is an app that we have over there. It's very similar to WhatsApp, but it's like your one-stop shop for everything. Like I pay my electrical bill. I can buy like railroad and like train and like flights and stuff like that. You can pay the bills at restaurants. You can send it's like Venmo, like everything all in one. It's super convenient. So having stuff like that, like that's actually where I get a lot of my content from. I'm in WeChat groups, and it's just like the same exact content everyone's sharing from all over China. So it just comes in so quickly.
Wow. That's
Wow,
It-
that was
it-
crazy.
No, it just makes me feel like
We're so
they're so
behind.
progressive over there, and
Yeah.
yet the cost of living's down.
Mm-hmm.
Everything seems like it's so much more advanced.
Hang on a second. Name like an awesome rapper from
Shanghai.
Yeah.
It's true.
Have
Do
you
they
heard
have
of the Higher
Eminem?
Brothers?
The who?
The Higher. Yeah, you're not gonna, but they're pretty relevant.
Right, but have they heard of Jay-Z?
They've heard of Jay-Z.
There you
100%.
go. See, that's my point.
Right. Well, America's a whole different ball game. I know you're playing around.
Well, wait, what? Yeah, I was gonna say like where you were going, like how.
My point is like everyone's like, oh, they're so advanced over there. I'm like, right, but the point is like, my
We're
point
more
is, like,
popular.
When you think of like
that's
all the
that's a
art and
different
shit we
story.
put out, it's like everyone's following.
They're paying people
that's
to
what's
come over
called
here to
soft
learn,
power.
teach us how to skateboard.
What is it called?
Soft power. America has tremendous soft power. Culturally, we export amazing things. China is lacking in that terribly. For example, in Korea, they have their soft power is K-pop. They're exporting K-pop, and that's how they, boost the value of their brands. You associate like a cool thing like K-pop, and
What's
you buy
K-pop?
You never have you guys heard of
Music,
K-pop?
K-pop.
Is that like Korean pop?
Exactly, Korean pop, and it's like it's.
Oh, I thought it was
it's
like an awesome drug
It's
I haven't
huge.
tried yet. I'm like, Kim, what are we doing on this
You've
weekend?
never been in a K-pop hole?
That's exactly what I was thinking. It sounds like Coke and K. Of course, Alex chimes in on this one.
Oh my god! No, I mean maybe we should go and like make
K-pop.
that.
No,
Yeah.
but they
Yeah, dude,
so
it's
that
huge.
that
It's even
craze-
huge here.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Is that the
huge.
one that's got all the really colorful, crazy videos that you go on? Yeah,
I don't
know
know
what it
much
is.
about it. Like all I know is it's.
Is this
Are we listening to
K-pop?
some K-pop?
Yeah, we're listening to K-pop right now.
Can we see a K-pop vid?
The videos are
Yeah, this is what,
videos are-
yeah.
It's kind of like boy bands and girl bands, and they're doing this in Korea. And they have reality shows, and they're followed around by the paparazzi, and it's just like these people's lives are choreographed. But they also go through like, crazy stuff with the press. Like their lives are it's like the Kardashians, but there's a bunch of them, groups of them that are always being followed and always being talked about, and their lives are kind of played. I think I said
So
that.
they're like Miley Cyrus's, basically.
Yeah, like
that.
Miley Cyrus's, Taylor Swift's, Justin Bieber's, but they're groups, and you have to like audition for these groups, and like they're owned by the
It's
media.
Ricky Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, it was similar to that.
Well, do you
yeah.
remember? Do you
Sorry.
remember recently? So
Ricky? Like you're talking about Rick?
No.
Ricky, like
Mickey?
Like a racist accent.
a reason.
Oh,
I was trying to make
Went
it
over
like
my
Ricky
head
Rouse
real
Clubhouse. Yeah.
or just you saying
Jesus.
Britney
This is Gas
Spears
Digital.
yeah.
Welcome.
oh
Good
my
to be
god.
here.
Well, recently there was this craze is kind of coming to New York. I
Yeah.
mean, I remember what was the one who was it on our show just recently who went? It was like BTK or something like that.
What?
BTS.
BTS,
BTS is
yeah.
like one of the biggest ones.
And they had just gone to the show, and I remember being like, "Why did you go to that show?" And they were like, "Oh, I just went to check it out. Was it fake? I don't know, someone like that." But there were lines down the street waiting for them, and it was like one of the morning shows.
Yeah.
Like that's all they wanted to see
phenomenally
them on.
popular. I
Wow.
don't really understand it, but
I didn't get it.
It's like a Black Mirror episode in a way.
Oh, I could
Right?
talk about Black
Yeah.
Mirror. Look, what China's doing right now. Have you ever heard of like China's creating a social credit score? Have you seen that episode of the Black Mirror where?
Yes, where everyone gets a score.
Yeah, a social media.
See,
score.
I always thought that's gonna be real life.
It is right now.
Wait.
It's real.
So, unlike your following number,
Let me give you an example.
please do.
Okay, I'm friends with you on WeChat, the social networking app I just talked about. If your social credit score is low, mine will actually be low as well because I'm let's say you're a
You're
criminal.
associated with
Oh
them.
my!
Let's say you're a criminal and you've known for, and there's other things they put into factor, like what you buy at the supermarket. If you're buying poor items, your social credit score is going to go down because you're
Whoa.
healthy.
Dude, this is fucked.
This is real and happening
kinda
right
like
now.
it.
Also, there's like
So it's a digital version of your worldview and assessment.
it can be. Yeah,
It's
terribly scary.
it's an appraisal of your value system
what-
across all social media.
If you
right?
have a low
calculated
score,
by a computer.
if you have a low score, besides people not wanting to be associated with you, does it affect things you can buy?
Yeah. For example,
It's like the episode.
It
exactly.
really is.
You can't get first class flights if your score is too low. You can't check into 5-star hotels if your score is too low.
But in a weird way, that is sort of it's sort of an algorithm of how things. If you look at all the ways we're rated, and you look at your credit score, you look at your
I know what you're saying. Yeah,
You look at
This
your job history. What is the word I'm looking for? You look at your resume. You look at all
Resume
these.
history,
It's
yeah.
basically just everything just conglomerated
On a
into one
social
thing.
level.
and
though.
but this is
Yeah.
just putting it more in people's face.
That's fucking weird, dude.
I kinda
it's
like
weird,
it.
but there's pros
so.
and cons.
So
It seems
let me
effective.
let me ask you
dating
this.
someone. Think about what your dating apps are going to be like. Your profile's like. Yeah.
Well, that's kind of the same now.
It's like you don't
I mean,
even
it
have to
is.
take. Yeah, it's like you don't have to take someone's temperature and get to know them.
You can do the same thing here. It's like you can tell what kind of social class is on Tinder if he uses the word female or not. And you're like, low social score.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Right.
Kind of.
I
And
know
you're like, you see their
that's your
picture,
pet peeve. I
you
know
see
that's
their
your pet peeve.
friends.
I like really woke females without arm hair.
Oh, that's just like signaling like what you identify as.
Right.
Like I'm a progressive person.
And it sounds like what they have over there is just more in your face. They're not hiding. They're not passively
difference is
getting
this is
around
the
it. This is
government.
just throwing it in your
Wait,
face.
what
it's
are the
the
pros
government?
and cons?
This is
You
the
were-
government. No, this is not like something you sign up for. Everyone is forced to be on this program.
Oh my God.
You have to be on this program?
It's like you have
All right,
your face is scanned. There's cameras all over the city. Like it's like not an option.
that. Can I say? I think there's a culture. You know, the cultural thing where it's like everybody feels. You see everybody the way they're rushing into the subway. There's almost this feeling like individuals are more like pawns because they're controlled a lot more. I feel like that contributes to the sort of the things you're seeing where people are herded in and they're forced to.
This is called
and-
famine mentality.
Wait,
So,
I really want to hear the pros and
so-
cons.
the pros
Can I
and
ask
cons.
Question real quick.
Yeah.
So you lived there for 5 years. Do you have to be a citizen to be getting rated, or like, are you part of this system like, at all?
I have a very
good
like. There's
question.
another app called Alipay, which is like another way to send money around, and I have what's called a JIMA score. I don't know exactly what it means. I'm pretty sure only the citizens are going to be truly affected by this. So I have a work visa. I'm working in China, so. I actually don't know, but I do know as of right now, it's just locals and it will be fully implemented in 2020. Right now, it's just like the beginning of it.
Oh my God. Let me ask you this. Have you disassociated with anyone because you didn't want to be have your score brought down?
No, not me personally, because like again, since I'm a foreigner to that country, I don't have much stake in staying there. I'm starting to consider it a lot more seriously as like I'm setting up more business there, and I want to be set up there longer term. But at the end of the day, I have this amazing thing called the American passport, and I'm just coming back as soon as things get like a little crazy.
It sounds like it's headed that direction.
It's just a lack of freedom, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay, but going to your pros and cons, I think a lot of the things that China does are a little misunderstood and looked at like in a very harsh way. But as we talked about before, they're extremely progressive and they're moving a lot faster than we're moving here in America. And sometimes you got to crack a few eggs and like things are going to get a little messy. But at the end of the day,
for anybody.
did I just quote Pauly D?
No, Paulie for that was from Goodfellas.
Oh, okay.
There's our generation gap.
Oh, jeez.
Go ahead.
But yeah, that's just my thought is like, maybe for the good of the people, the overall people, like let's put it this way, there's 1.4 billion people in China. So how are you going to go about regulating and creating a safe environment other than, making it a little bit restrictive? At the end of the day, I don't have the right answer. I think it's an extremely interesting thought exercise. Well, just to think about that.
If you look at the episode of Black Mirror where this, probably came from. I don't know how long the system's been around.
I'm wondering if they saw that.
Like, that's what I mean. They might have written that episode based on what's happening in Shanghai. But if you look at the cons that came from that episode, I mean, that woman's life, how hard it was to live the way that she wanted to live because of her social score. I mean, that could make or break and change your life.
It's like you have a scarlet letter shining
exactly.
above your head.
And imagine if you're even
very
kind
true.
of mentally ill and you like break down and you like have like bad months.
What if you do a crime? Like basically, what if you're a criminal and then you do your time or whatever and like you reform yourself? It's like there's catastrophic things that are never going to get that score back up.
Right.
And
it's
everybody
the same way in
knows
America right now, though, too. Like you're a felon. You're a felon for life. You can't vote. You can't get certain jobs. So
But I don't know that necessarily. If I'm on a date with somebody, right? If I can that person can reveal that information to me. I also have the ability. Like I
don't know if the social credit score is going to be floating. I don't know if it's going to be visible to other people. I'm actually not sure about that. This is being developed right now. They're playing around with it. It's not fully implemented. I'm just interested to see where it goes.
Wow.
I'm very interested.
That was really crazy.
We're gonna have to you on in like 12 months from now.
I'll be
and
back next
see
summer.
like where this
He's gonna
has
be half
gone.
robot.
I'm going to have the Apple Watch like in my arm.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be.
Oh, I could totally
my
see
God.
that.
It's a
all right.
hologram.
Honestly, that's what's coming next. It's all coming. Kim, I know you're gonna hate this.
Okay.
But you did so poorly at it last time
What?
that I had to bring it back. We're
What?
gonna do more celebrities on the subway. Justin, how good are you at identifying celebrities?
Pretty good. I mean, it depends. Here's the thing: is like I don't watch much. I don't watch much stuff now.
Okay.
So it depends how old the celebrities
All
are.
right.
It depends. Like I'm not gonna know anybody from pop culture. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so what
right.
we're gonna do is you can name. It doesn't have to necessarily even be the name of the actor.
Okay.
It can be some affiliation, what show they're from, what movie they're from. Alex, you already told me you're not very good
I'm
at this
terrible.
either, right?
I'm terrible.
I'm so bad.
No help from the back. I know you guys are Kim's people. No help because she's awful at this, and I love watching her guess. We're gonna give Kim first dibs on each one of these because I love your answers.
Justin will probably know them all.
Who's this guy?
Oh, is that he's gay?
I'm gonna give you. Tell me when you want to.
Oh my
we'll
God.
give
Jeff
you,
Ross on the left.
Wait,
or
that
Tom
is
Segura. Yeah.
Patrick Dempsey.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Oh, that's Jorah. That's
No.
Is that Jamie Lannister?
Yes. All
Okay.
right.
Oh, snap.
Is it?
Okay.
His
Got the
nose
first
is
one.
so much
He
not
looks
more
different.
bent than you would think it is.
Right.
He looks hot
Yeah.
there.
He does. You know what? Can I ask you a question? Is he hot or not?
He's not.
He's not.
Wait,
He's
you don't
not.
think so?
No.
I'm asking her. Do I think so?
I think he's a good-looking dude.
No.
I think he's pretty fucking hot.
No.
Wait,
Really,
why
that's
not?
interesting. I would put him at the handsome level.
Why-
That's
why is-
strange.
why
I
is
rate
he not
everybody
hot?
in terms of where they are compared to Tom Hardy.
I mean, Tom Hardy's fucking.
That's where you.
You're
that's
saying
your
he's
bar.
the top, right?
Your
Yeah,
bar
that's
is
the
Tom
hottest dude.
That's the hottest.
I just want to talk about how hot I think Tom Hardy
Tom
is.
Hardy
there's no reason
is
for me to be bringing this up.
fucking
Did
so
someone
hot.
someday tell you that you look like Tom Hardy?
Whoa. Are you telling me that? Right now? Because I'll do this show. I'll fucking kick him out and co-host this show. I'll wear my clothes soaking wet if you tell me that.
Oh my God! No, honestly, that does sound like something where one day someone
Yeah.
told you looked like
Oh
Tom
my
Hardy, and you're like, "That is the
God.
greatest look." That's where I'm setting
He's
the bar.
peak, I think. You're right, Justin.
Him or Momoa?
Oh fuck, dude, I might have to go Momoa
Nah.
because I feel like I can find more guys that look like Tom Hardy.
You can
than I
find guys like Momoa. Go to
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
right here in this
Nah,
Go to
dude.
Brooklyn.
in seat 6.
Oh, see that you don't see anywhere.
That's the
yeah,
Aquaman
Go to
dude,
Brooklyn.
right?
This is
Momoa's hotter for sure.
Momoa's just a different kind of man. I don't know. He looks like you have to climb him. I love that, and his clothes are damp too. Look at that.
Oh my God!
I don't know. We should change this.
He looks homeless. He
I'm
looked
feeling
homeless in
weird.
that
Back
picture.
to where we were.
Yeah, sorry. So we'll give you the first one. I think you did pretty good with the Jamie
Okay,
Lannister.
yeah. It took me a second, but I got it.
Let's move to the next one. This one might be a little harder because it's from far away. So, guys, if we could zoom on this one when you pull it up. Oh, that's perfect. I think you could probably get that.
Whoa.
Who the fuck is that?
I
Uncle
have a
Joey
guess,
from
but
Full
I'm
House?
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City.
Oh, that's Mr. Big.
Your hints are too big.
What?
You can't give the show away.
Were you going to get that?
No.
I was not going to get that. I'm failing at this.
No, but your hints are
Did the
too
back-
big.
did you
You're
guys
like
know?
Game of Thrones.
No.
It's like, duh.
Well, what else? What other kind of hints do you want?
None.
You don't want any
I need
hints?
a challenge. No.
We could be here all night.
Give me a second.
All right, that is Chris Noth, Mr. Big from Sex in the City. Justin got that one.
I didn't.
You said Big.
You did say that.
You did say that.
Ask me another male character on Sex in the City.
No, you said the answer already.
No, I wouldn't know another one. That's my point.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
You only know him?
You
that
gave
was
it
the
away
one.
too. I feel like I didn't do it myself.
Okay. Let's
See,
move
I
on.
got-
I
I'm
got
not
like
going
a
to say.
participation.
I'm
rating
not
on
going to
that
say
one.
anything on this next one unless someone needs some help.
Okay.
Let's pull up number 3. Any idea?
Yeah. Oh, Leaf Schreiber.
No, but actually he does kind of
Leslie
look like
Jones.
Leslie Jones. Leslie Jones on the right.
Oh, the guy on the left is the guy who was getting pushed back on the subway.
Yeah.
Yes.
Finally made it.
Oh, man, I suck at this. Oh.
Tom Hardy.
No. That's Bradley Cooper.
No, that's not Bradley
No.
Cooper.
He does have his nose though.
Is he hotter than Tom Hardy or Jason Momoa?
You know it, don't you? Yeah, we got someone on the other
Pockets
side of the
is
glass right
angry.
now who's dying to say it.
What is it?
We're gonna
Max Stone.
Max on.
Wait, hold
He's
on. What?
creator of South Park.
Oh, Matt Stone.
Matt Stone.
I wouldn't
Creator.
have
How
known
the
that.
fuck would I know? Unless
Book
he
of
looks
Mormon.
like fucking
wouldn't
Cartman.
know.
I don't know.
Basketball.
I wouldn't.
How would I
that.
know what the creator of a show looks like?
Because his face is also out there.
Let's go a few more.
Not in my life.
I can't leave this on a negative. It's my OCD. It's like,
All right. Well, all right. Let's move on to the next
like
one.
I can't turn the TV off if the last word was like bad. It has to be something like, "Okay, I'll see you tomorrow."
Well,
okay, cool.
That's
Like,
good because I saved a good one for last.
Okay,
but
please.
let's pull up number 4, and don't worry about his name because I know you're probably not going to get the name, but you know his face. You know this guy's face. Yeah.
From
Eric Griffin in 10 years.
No, from not Monk. From what's his name? What's the actor's name? Shit.
Danny DeVito.
No, from Monk.
You say Danny DeVito.
Fuck, what's his name? Poggis? Tony
Something
Shalhoub,
Maloob.
right?
Tony
Yeah.
Shalhoub.
Yeah. Okay, I got that
Wow.
one.
He's good out there. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. He's good though. Yes, Monk, the marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I've never seen any of these shows.
You
I
haven't
mean, I've
seen anything.
I've seen the
You
Marvel-
haven't seen anything.
I've auditioned for both and never seen either.
Was there a reason for that? Is it because you didn't?
No,
didn't get it?
I don't. No, there's no reason.
Jesus, Rick got all dad with you. Was there a reason you
Was
didn't
there-
get that audition?
You want to tell us why you're acting?
Yeah,
this way,
tell us
Justin?
why you don't like them. Now let's go number 5.
Oh, easy.
Well, wait,
Hold me back there. He
Kim,
knows
go.
already.
Kim, go.
The dad from the Flintstones.
He's been in so many movies. This guy.
He does look like What was his name? Fred Flintstone. Yeah,
What was it? I'm trying to think of the last movie that he was in.
he's been in a few shows. There's a few very popular shows. he's
ShamWow
been in.
guy.
ShamWow.
Isn't he dead?
R.I.P.
He had his tongue
He's
bit
dead,
off.
right?
Yeah, he passed
Oh, that's
No,
sad.
He had his
ShamWow.
tongue
ShamWow.
Oh no, ShamWow is good.
He's alive.
It's the
ShamWow guy got his tongue bit off by the prostitute.
Yeah, right.
Shut up.
It's the other guy. Hi, I'm Billy Mays.
Oh, Billy Mays. Yeah.
You could have just said Billy Mays.
Wait,
No,
what
no,
movie-
you
what
don't
movie-
just say Billy Mays.
What's this guy's name? I'm trying to remember what movie. He's in so much shit.
Seinfeld?
No, that's not.
No,
That's
no,
not.
no, no. What was he in recently?
What's his fucking name?
Fuck, I hate this. This is driving me crazy. Jay is fucking great at this shit.
Who is he?
His name is Richard Kind.
I would never know that.
Don't know who that is.
He's definitely he lives in the Upper West Side. He's always in the subway. We got one more that if you guys can't get this fucking one, you said you wanted to leave on a good note,
I
right?
feel really bad about myself right now
All right, well we're gonna give you this one.
because I don't look like Tom Hardy.
Let's pull up the last one here.
Oh, fucking.
Oh,
Come on.
Drew Barrymore.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that you feel better now?
Yeah,
I'm kind of pissed. It's too easy.
she's so hot.
It was too easy.
Yeah. I bet I've seen E.T.
She's another one who rides the subway a lot, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Just one
Really?
of us.
Does she? I don't think she would.
When they
Lots
do
of
that,
pic-
can I
lots
say-
of pictures of
when
her
they
on
do
the
that
subway.
shit like celebs are just like us. They breathe. Like on People Magazine, I'm like, they're just like us, really? They're fucking okay.
I've only seen
They're
one on
Uber
the subway.
pooling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure that's
Are they
what they're
just like
doing.
us? I
Are
don't
they?
know. Did I order salmon for breakfast? No.
Really? I'm walking on rose petals to your private jet while I'm fucking.
Alex, what's it like over there? Like celebrities? Probably not on the Shanghai subway, right?
No, they're riding around in like
How would you know?
I don't know. I don't even know celebrities that well anymore. So I've only seen that dude who does Portlandia.
Oh, Fred Armisen?
Yeah, I saw him and I was like, at
Now you're
first,
showing off.
Yeah.
yeah, you knew that.
You guys don't know Fred Armisen?
You know of him. You know the
Come
show
on.
Portlandia. That's a good one.
Can we
I would have known that. Yeah, for
can we
sure.
please pull a picture of Fred up so they
You guys know him.
You
Saturday
guys-
Night
No,
I
Live.
don't.
Saturday Night Live?
For
No.
like a long time.
Never heard
You're a
of it.
comedian.
I don't watch that.
No, you should know Fred if you're a comedian.
Yes.
Literally, that dude. No, I've never seen him in my life.
You are the
Okay,
worst.
but wait,
I
wait.
swear.
Him,
why
Tom
would I
Hardy,
lie about
Jason
that?
Momoa, or Bradley Cooper? Why can't we talk about what I want to talk about? Hot dudes.
That dude's not hot at all.
All right, I got him beat.
All right. Well, at least you guys went out on a good note with Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
So we got
Wait,
that.
I don't want the show to
Wait,
end.
wait.
No, we have one more. We got a couple more
Are we
clips to
watching
show.
the kid? This one?
Yeah, we're gonna do
I have
that.
We
more
have to-
Subway stories. I
Okay,
wanted to
good.
tell
You want to see this video?
Yeah, I want to see it.
All right. So this is in Australia. There was you know how they always say watch the gap when you're getting off the train?
Mind the
Yeah.
gap, yeah.
Oh my God, this kid went.
He gets
right
eaten
through.
by a crocodile.
He went right through. Wait, did you just hear about that?
Shut up.
Is that why you're talking about that?
No.
A kid just got. Yes, a kid was eaten by a pit full of alligators recently.
In Australia?
No, but we'll go to that next.
That had to be Florida.
That's the equivalent of squirrels over
had to
there.
be Florida.
It actually, We'll find out.
Okay.
But let's pull up this video real quick. It should be on the link.
To watch your kids, your step and your kids. So stop what you're doing and watch this heart-stopping video, and you'll see why. A little boy falling into the gap between a train and a platform in Australia.
And he's gone. God.
Bystanders rushing to pull the child to safety. He was not hurt. Police now releasing the video from back in February to remind parents to keep
How about the
an
reaction
eye
from
on
the
their
parent?
little
Look at the
ones
mom.
this summer.
Where's the mom?
She was
right behind.
Face blur.
Watch
that
it.
person?
She pulls the stroller away.
She doesn't move very quickly.
No, now
This
we're gonna
is-
get ads.
God damn it.
Yeah, fucking. Links.
Okay, wait. The Rock.
Saves the little
Jason
Australian
Rock.
baby.
Momoa. The Rock or Jason Momoa?
Rock goes third to the other two. It goes Momoa, Hardy, Rock.
Correct.
Alex was quick to agree with that
Yeah.
one. The kid was unhurt, so we don't have to have anyone
Fuck the
writing
kid. We're
in.
talking about the Rock here.
But going back to what you were saying, yes, there was a story I believe yesterday of a kid who was eaten by alligators.
Can I tell you, are you from New York?
I'm from Jersey, like 10 minutes over.
Dude, I used to take the subway. I was like one of those city kids that like, you grow up like you're 40 by the time you're like 18.
You see them all the time, yeah.
We used to hop we cut school at 12. We would cut school, hop on the subway, come to Manhattan, spend the day in Manhattan, all this shit. This is when like the subway was fucking scary. When it was just like
what,
graffiti
late
everywhere.
90s.
No, it's like 80s. Like
God.
mid 80s. Like that's how old I am. But it's like, dude, this is when the subway was fucking scary. And as a kid, I used to be like I used to be terrified of the trains because it was like they were so like it was like just the graffiti everywhere was gross. But it was like we were still like these kind of New York City kids who was like, nah, we're still gonna like, hop the train, get in there. And it was like just to what like how shit is now is like so tame compared to how it was when I was
Well, I was
growing
going to
up.
say, it explains your knock it off story. Like, that was your New Yorker moment right there where you've seen way worse shit.
Oh, yeah.
And,
the trains used to be so violent and so nuts. Like, it just...
You're talking back in the token days.
Yeah.
Drop
definitely.
the token into the thing, go through the tunnel, but you were jumping them anyway, so...
Yeah, definitely.
What part of New York did you grow up in?
I grew up, you asked me in the beginning, I grew up in Queens, and I was in between Queens and Manhattan. But, like, the subway, like, man, it was just like, ugh. It was like no man's land down there. Even recently, like, I was talking about things about, like, I've seen, like, there's some guy, there's always, I gotta just, like, fucking just start taping it. Some guy on the train the other day in khakis and, like, a pink button down with a fucking boner. And just... standing there, like it was like full train with just a fucking like just his like a fucking huge boner. Then there was a dude. I'm talking about a lot of dude stuff on this one. Wow.
Well.
And then a guy. This was this Indian guy just clipping his fucking toenails.
That's the worst.
Like
that's a pet peeve of mine.
dude,
Yeah.
and everyone else on the planet. Like, but
Yeah.
this guy's he
Not
looked
in
like his
China.
toenails look like
Yeah,
fucking
that's probably
driftwood.
normal over
I mean,
there.
he had like long, like just like clipping them, just letting them fall. Like no shame, dude.
So, what would you compare? Would you say the Warriors is a good depiction of the subway?
Sure, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
because that's how I picture the late 80s, 90s being.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if it was also dramatized. But
it's weird. Like my grandma was like, Holocaust surviving old Jewish woman, like would take the subway every day.
And
like old people would like take the subway every day. She would take me on the subway, and I'm like, no, I guess when you're coming from like, our last train went to Auschwitz. This isn't that bad.
I was just
so
gonna
it's
say,
sort of like,
This is just Coney Island.
Yeah,
She's seen
at
some
least
shit.
at least there's something to eat when we get home. I guess it's a little bit,
Great.
she's seen some shit other than
Yeah.
the subway. I mean, that's the least of her problems.
Yeah, man.
Let's jump right into the clip of the week here.
Next stop, SubwayCreatures, clip of the week.
So this is an interesting one. We're obviously going to have to censor it a little bit, but this is just people FaceTiming at, I guess, depending on who you are, it could be the worst time or the best time. But let's just play the clip and you guys will see.
She doing something? Yeah. It turns out.
How do you know he's not watching porn?
They're talking.
Oh,
They're talking
shit.
to each other. But since when can you FaceTime underground in the subway? Like, you don't have service.
No,
under
there's
there.
like Wi-Fi between a lot of like.
So maybe
there's
it's
Wi-Fi.
before. Yeah, maybe it's before it kicks out or something. But there is a bunch of guys FaceTiming this woman who has no shirt on. Justin, how you feel about those tits?
It doesn't look like a woman in the face.
The boobs are great.
The boobs are great.
I don't know that I'd necessarily. This is what I'm talking about. Like people so out of touch that they're like, nah, like no, like you don't want to like.
It's a pretty crowded train. It is a pretty crowded train.
Pretty bold statement to just be flexing that.
Yeah, well, they clearly don't give a shit because they're holding the phone up.
And this person has to know that their tits are out.
Yeah, well, because she's got a picture on her end,
Yeah,
so she can
she sees the crowded train. They like this.
Right, they're definitely into this.
Cool.
Normally, this would be bonus content, but this is for the people this week.
Great.
This is great.
Yeah.
Can we watch the rest of the video?
Is there more to the video?
Yeah, we were only halfway through.
Hey, you're a sicko.
I'm a sicko?
There's not really much detail.
Seriously?
I was.
He was like having a conversation, no headphone, too.
Oh yeah, it was all out there.
Great.
It was all out there.
I love it.
You think maybe it was like a medical? She's like, I think I have a lump.
This is emergency FaceTime.
It's her doctor.
Right. He's like, I gotta see. Let me see how the surgery went. Show me now. Almost at the office.
All right. Well, that was our clip of the week, guys. We're out of time.
Oh my gosh.
So I want to do for you guys who are first timers here. We do a section called shameless plugging. Alex, we'll start with you. Where can the listeners and viewers find you? You got anything coming up?
So I'm Shanghai Observed on Instagram, and I've started a podcast. It's called Observing the Process. You can find it anywhere like iTunes, Spotify, Google Play. Just search Observing the Process and check it out.
Awesome, man. Justin.
Oh, yes.
What do you got for us?
I host No Disrespect, the fastest rising show on the Gas Digital Network.
Is that self-proclaimed?
Cut that out.
Is that self-proclaimed?
Really don't have my
Cut that out in post, Alex.
I'm on the fastest rising show on the Gas Digital Network. No Disrespect with comedian Mike Vecchione.
Such a good show.
Yes, we love being on that. We got to have you on that, Kim.
Yeah, please.
I also host a podcast called Neurotica. It's like a sex and anxiety podcast. And then my social media, it's at I am Justin Silver on all social media platforms where I post all my shows. And then I have a show called Anxiety Attack, the third Thursday of every month. Almost everyone on this network's done it. Kim's done it. It's a lot of fun. And you can get discount tickets for that on my website, IamJustinSilver.com. It's at New York Comedy Club's East Village location, and it's stellar lineups the third Thursday of every month. A lot of fun, 10 p.m.
And I guess we'll keep an eye out for High Fidelity.
Yeah,
as well.
Man. Yeah, I'll come back like when that comes out or something like that.
Yeah.
I'll be trying to plug the shit out of it.
We would love to have you back
Yeah,
on.
definitely.
Kimmy, what do you got for us?
Oh my gosh. Follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon. Follow me on Instagram at Kim Congdon. I will be at Stand Up New York on the 11th. Is it weird to plug a Sirius XM spot? Because I will be doing You Up with Nikki Glazer on the 16th.
Oh, that's awesome.
So listen to that. I don't know what time.
That's a fun show.
Just listen all day.
10 o'clock.
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Thank you. And check out my other podcast with our producer, Alex Garlotto, Broad Topics. That's Topics with an X. That's anywhere you find podcasts, iTunes, Google Play, YouTube, Stitcher. And then check out Stone Science, youtube.com/Stone Science.
So fun.
Also on the Gas Digital Network. Yeah, we just had Justin Silver on, and it was the best time. So check that out.
Awesome. And by the way, we also can announce the good news that Alex Garlotto is our new producer.
She is,
which is gonna be a lot of fun.
Friend.
It's gonna be a lot of fun.
So exciting! I'm really excited.
Well, it's great to have you, and this is gonna be awesome. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I say it every week. Subscribe to this podcast on iTunes, YouTube, Google Play, Spotify, Stitcher, anywhere that you listen to your podcasts.
Yep.
Check out our Instagram page, Subway Creatures Pod. We'll post highlights from each episode on there, as well as bonus content you can't find on the main account.
Yep.
Check out our show on Gas Digital Network. You can get a 14-day free trial period using promo code SUBWAY. That's on the GasDigitalNetwork.com. You'll get not only our show, you'll get No Disrespect. You'll get every other show that is on the network, HD commercial free. Again, that's using promo code SUBWAY on GasDigitalNetwork.com. You'll also get our bonus content, which is the not safe for work stuff that we cannot use on social media. We'll throw it up on there. It's kind of a bonus for you guys. Justin, Alex, thank you guys so much.
This is so fun. Thank you so much for having me.
For both of you, goes for both of you. We will absolutely have you guys on another episode.
Awesome.
This